I can crop it anyway. Hey everyone, it's Alex from Raddtitan. So going through the CGC comics that I picked up yesterday. So I picked up some for George, picked up some for Mike, and these are my own ones. So I'm going to go through them and let you know what grades I got and what I got. So keep watching. Hey everyone, it's Alex from Raddtitan. As I was saying, I'm just going to run through my CGC pickups. I'm going to go through my grades, going to go through what I got, why I got it, and yeah, just let you know the kind of process of that. I did actually go to the office yesterday. I picked up, I think it was about 26 comics. Again, there's about, I think I got about 9 or so. And George had about 7 and Mike had the rest. So yeah, I did actually pick up a little brochure, which I went through it, and yeah, it's just a little handy thing just to tell you about CGC, tells you about all the grades and whatever else. So there's just some things that I wasn't aware of. For example, I've never heard of the conserved grades, which when I read into it, it seems very similar to the restored grade. I was also not aware that on the restored grade, they then grade how good the restoration is. So you can get an A1, which is a professional restoration, or you can get a C5, which means you're a fucking idiot and you shouldn't have touched it. So yeah, it's quite a good little book there. So I mean, yeah, quite handy. That's one I got for George. So let's get straight into this. So first one, this is one I picked up from New York Comic Con. So this is the Venom #1, and this is the AMC variant, and this was actually done by a good friend of ours. Actually, this is by Scan from Hive Studio. So that way, that way,
Look down. There you go.
All right.
Hold it lower.
Jesus, like that.
There, yeah.
All right. George is directing today. So this one, actually, I got 2 of these, and I gave one to George. George got a 9.8, and I got a 9.2, which I was not very happy with. The other side, the other thing about this, I mean, I love the artwork is really good. The Hardy on there, but I also love that on the back as well. Front and back, this looks great. So yeah, 9.2. I only did mine because George got a 9.8, and I wanted to see how much bullshit CGC actually was. But now looking at it, I can see a big fucking crease down the front. Anyway, I think CGC do it sometimes. You know, they probably drop your comics. I shouldn't say that. I'm going to save that one because I think you've moved my shit around.
No, same with it.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for this one first, because this is the Amazing Spider-Man number 430. Again, this one's not really a value, but this is one which I kind of picked up because I really like Silver Surfer and I love Carnage, and I've always loved this cover. So this is one I picked up where the Carnage symbiote actually takes over Silver Surfer. So I've got that one there. Love the artwork. Really love the artwork. George is pointing out that probably every comic that Carnage always choking someone out, which is probably true. So yeah, I love that. Got 9.6 for that one.
Great.
Then I got the second part of the story, which I think I mentioned this before in some of the other things where we talk about Venom or Carnage, but this come back as a 9.8. And this is where the actual symbiote does take him over. But the thing about this is when the symbiote leaves custody, he actually then has like shows that he has like stomach cancer or something as well, which is quite depressing, really. Because I think it happens to Venom as well. So yeah, 9.8 on that one. And George doesn't like the artwork, but he can fuck off. It's not his comic. Right. Then I got this one done because again, it's the same kind of concept where it's the Carnage symbiote takes over the Silver Surfer, but he also has the Captain America shield. It's a what if. So this is what if 108. This come back a bit lower, but this is actually one of my copies which I've read. So this was 8.5. But again, I've read this. I've actually read the other 2 as well. So I did very well to get an 9.8 on one I've read. So yeah, there's that. Most of these again are for display purposes. They're not to sell. They're not to make money on. So you know that's what most of ours are. Then this one again, you can tell I'm a Carnage fan. This is the first appearance of Carnage. So this is 361, and this one basically I had one graded last month or so, come back as an 8.5. So this is my second copy that I got done. It come back as a 9.2. Funny one was, this one was the one I read, the 8.5 I hadn't. So
Somebody else did.
yeah, somebody else chucked it down the stairs or something. So yeah, first appearance of Carnage. This one's going up in value a little bit, but again, this one's for my personal collection. Lovely bit of sort of Bagley there. Yeah. Oh yeah, not doing that now. Next in line is, oh yeah, I'll save that one. So the next one basically is, I just wanted to get a few like first appearances done. So I did the Bishop. So this is the first appearance of Bishop. I got this one done. It's come back as a 9.2. What happened was, I think I already owned one of these, which is an 8.5. And I just had a few copies lying around. I just thought that in future there may be like a rise in the first appearances. I just got them as kind of to put in my box until the day comes where someone's looking for one or something. So that come back as a 9.2. I also did another copy at the same time. I'm not going to take it out because it's the same. This come back as 9.4. So I've got three of those. I've got an 8.5, a 9.2 and a 9.4. I don't think they're worth very much at the moment. The next one, this is again another low value comic, which is a first appearance, but I only got it done because I'm looking for first appearances. So this is the first appearance of Amiga Radd. So this come back as a 9.6. This one was actually sent to me by a good friend of mine, Kevin and Elena, sent me a stack of comics, and this was one of the ones in there. So there you go.
It's nice.
Yeah. I think you got a copy of that as well. Then also Kevin and Elena sent me this, which probably wish he didn't, because it didn't come back very good grade. So this is the X Factor number 6. And when I looked over this comic, it didn't look too bad, but it came back as a 5.
First appearance of Apocalypse.
First appearance of Apocalypse, yeah. Yeah. So there's that one.
That's going on display.
Well, maybe. I mean, again, I'm just trying to buy like a load of little first appearances. I've got them in my box, and I just like, it's just nice. I mean, again, they're low value, and they're just, it's just nice to have those first appearances, I think. And then this is my last one of the pack, which was one, I probably picked this up for, I've had it probably about 5 or 6 years. I must have paid about £50 or £60 for it. It's not a very good quality comic, but the thing about it was I picked it up just because I love the artwork, and I picked it up because it, you know, it wasn't expensive at the time, but I thought to myself, I'm just going to get one that I can actually read the original of. So I picked this up. I love the artwork on the cover. This is the first full appearance of Galactus, and the second full appearance of the Silver Surfer. So this is Fantastic Four 49. I loved the cover, and I think this cover is much better than the 48. I really do. I hate the cover of 48. I own a copy, but this cover for me is a more iconic cover than that one. Again, this is a low grade, but I just thought to myself, I had it sitting there, I've read through it, I picked it up cheap, and I thought I might as well just get it graded now. Come back as a 2.5, which, yeah, I knew it would come back low. I thought, as you said to someone, it's going to come back as a 1, because I think the cover was hanging off, and I don't think any of the staples are secure. So, yeah, so 2.5, love the artwork, and also the colours on the artwork are very crisp. There's no creases across there, it's only on the spines. So, yeah, very happy with that one. All right, that's me done. Thanks for watching, guys. Let us know if you like these videos, if we should bother doing them. We're going to get a load in. I just dropped off 42 comics, so we're going to try and do a few more videos and see you know, what comes in, what grades they are. I just think it's a nice thing to do. George and I kind of get together when we're boxing them up and getting them ready to send, and we kind of have little games and guess what we're going to get in. George is quite boring because he's got all the modern versions, so they should all come back over 9. Mine are a bit more, there's a little bit more guesswork involved, like with things like that. So yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. Peace.